Welcome back to another season preview on SJHL.ca and across the SJHL social media platforms. And of course, all of our season previews and our coaches' conversations this SJHL season are presented by Saskatchewan Construction Safety Association. And today we are pleased to be joined by the new head coach and general manager of the Kindersley Klippers, Clayton Jardine. Clayton, thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. We really appreciate it. How's it going?
It's going. It's exciting. I got a first week of hockey school here, so we're back on the ice and just getting excited for our guys to show up as well.
For sure. Hockey season is just around the corner. It's getting exciting across all the 12 SJHL markets as the regular season is right around the corner. But first and foremost, Clayton, welcome back to the Saskatchewan Junior Hockey League. I have to ask, for you personally, what does it mean to be back here in the SJHL where you started pretty much your coaching career?
Yeah, it's exciting. There's, a lot of memories for me. Obviously, my first ever coaching job was here as an assistant coach back in 2015, and it feels like yesterday, but it's a long, long time ago. So no, it's I've learned a lot since then, and obviously being a head coach as well 4 years ago here, and I just can't say enough about the town of Kindersley and just how welcoming they've been for me to come back here, but. Nothing much has changed in terms of the organization. The board is still unbelievable and just a lot of great people within the organization. And it's been a pretty seamless transition for my wife and child and myself to move here a couple weeks ago and just get into the rink and get everything organized.
For sure. It must be a little bit easier to get settled back into Kindersley, a community that you're familiar with all those familiar faces around the community, hey?
Yeah, it was something special and something I'm very thankful for. When we moved here 15 days ago, it was just one simple text message of if anyone could help move, and here they came. And there was 20 people just helping unload a 30-foot trailer, and that's Saskatchewan for you, though, right? I don't need to tell anyone, and no one's really surprised. But yeah, it was something special and something my wife was like, "Oh, that is unbelievable." So no, it was good, and it helped, and it saved a lot of time, and just made me more excited to bring the Kindersley Klippers back to where we need to be.
For sure. Obviously, it's been a transition for you personally to, get back into the community of Kindersley. But how has the transition been, I guess, this off season of obviously being named head coach and general manager of the Klippers and kind of working to see what you have to work with moving forward for this coming season, your first full season as the new head coach GM of the Klippers. And then, of course, when it comes to potentially bringing in new players for this coming season.
Yeah, and it's a little bit of a different landscape here, as we know, what's transpired within the CJHL and Hockey Canada. So it's been a little bit of a different summer on the hockey side of things, but just in terms of getting to know my players and understanding my players and how they felt about themselves individually last year and what they would like to improve on, but just understanding how they think and what they think about the game has been the biggest thing for me this summer. Thankfully on the personal side and on the life side, there wasn't much that I needed to figure out with just the town of Kindersley and moving a family. So that was fine, but just remembering what needs to happen day to day within the Kindersley Klippers organization and make sure everything is handled so it's a well-oiled machine when it comes to August 28th when we get going.
For sure. I got to ask, what do you make of the roster that you're inheriting and all the players that are going to be with you to start your first season back with the Klippers?
Yeah, there's a lot of really, really good hockey players. I think if you talk to a lot of them, they feel like they underachieved individually, and that kind of just led to how the season went. So putting certain players in certain situations that they're going to succeed in will just be the task from the start with Coach Tyler Traptell and myself. But just playing a little bit more aggressive and just being excited about coming to the rink and doing the right thing every single day. But yeah, I think we have a lot of players that think that they are going to have a lot better years, and that's kind of that's the expectation for us as a coaching staff as well. So we want to help those players achieve those goals and see where we can take this.
For sure. Training camps obviously coming up, and of course then there's the preseason. But right now, when you roughly look at your roster for the 23-24 SJHL season, where do you think the strength of this Kindersley Klippers team is?
Well, it's always nice to have two returning goalies. So I think it's the easy answer and it's the shortest answer for you. But we have a lot of returning players as well. So making sure that those returning players are okay with the standards that are going to be set and where the bar is going to be set, and seeing if they want to be a part of that, because it is going to be a lot different. And some people don't like change, which is fine. But yeah, as long as everyone's able to uphold the standard that we need to hold, I think we're pretty solid. We got 4 on the back end, and we got a handful up front as well. And like I said, with 2 returning goalies, that's something that's very exciting for a coaching staff.
For sure. You kind of alluded to it in one of your previous answers, but how do you want to see this Kindersley Klippers team play this coming season, and what does a Clayton Jardine coach team look like?
A very aggressive. I don't like to be known as a person, or within my hockey team as well, that we sit back and we're passive or laid back, whatever hockey term you would like to use. I think with everything that we do, we want to do it as quick as we can. If that may be power play, penalty kill, or 5-on-5. That's just kind of how I enjoyed playing as a hockey player, and how I've had success in the past with my teams is being very aggressive and being on top of hockey players, because it's the best thing in the world. You don't give a good player time, and you don't give a bad player time. So that's kind of the philosophy behind my game, and being very aggressive on the forecheck and through the neutral zone, and not very much time for the other team in the offensive zone within our D zone. So I know it's probably a pretty simple and generic answer, but it's the most exciting hockey as well, I feel, and that's what it's all about. We like to entertain, and we like to have fun.
That's for sure. Hockey is also in the entertainment business as well. Final question for you, Clayton. Obviously, it was a tough season last year for the Kindersley Klippers, finishing 11th, and just a tough season on the ice. But for yourself, moving into your first year back with the Klippers organization, what are your expectations for this hockey club?
I think every year the expectation is to win, and you're crazy if you're doing anything else, or if you're saying that you're rebuilding, or you're building for 2024, 2025, or 26. So for us, it's to win, and I hope for all the 11 teams and the 11 coaches, when they answer the question, I hope it's the same thing, and I believe it will be. But within the team, it's moving players on to the next level, helping those players achieve their goals of Division I scholarships or CIS scholarships as well. And that's what I take pride in, and that's kind of how I judge myself as a coach, is where are our players going, and what are they achieving at the next level as well is a big thing for me, because we're getting these guys ready for the college level, whether it be in Canada or America, and then as well just getting them ready for life. So those are the big things for me. Is obviously we want to win hockey games, but we're helping these young men achieve their goals and their dreams, and ready for the real world. So on and off the ice, those are my goals and aspirations for the year.
For sure. Well, it's an exciting time in Kindersley and Clayton. It's great to see you back in the Saskatchewan Junior Hockey League, and best of luck in the 23-24 SJHL season with the Kindersley Klippers.
Right on. Thank you very much.